My dear child, I see the weight you carry, the burdens that press upon your heart, and the worries that cloud your mind. You think of tomorrow, of what might be, of what could go wrong. And in doing so, you miss the beauty of today, the moments I have given you to breathe, to love, to live. Let this message be a reminder that you were not created to live a life ruled by fear, but to walk in faith, trust, and peace. You must know this. I am with you. In every moment of doubt, in every tear that falls, in every restless night, I am by your side, holding you close. You do not need to figure out every detail of your life or carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. That is not your burden to bear. It is mine. I have promised to take care of you, to provide for you, and to guide you. So, my child, do not worry. Let me show you the path to freedom from anxiety step by step, moment by moment. When you look at the world around you, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. The news speaks of troubles, disasters, and uncertainties. Your personal circumstances may seem like storms raging against you, and you may feel lost, powerless, or forgotten. But hear me clearly. I have not forgotten you. I have not forsaken you. My plans for you are good, and I will see them through. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They do not labor or spin, yet even Solomon in all his splendor was not dressed like one of these. If I care for the flowers that bloom for a season and fade, how much more will I care for you, whom I have loved since before time began? You are infinitely more precious to me than any flower, and I will ensure you have what you need. Your worry stems from a place of fear, fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of pain. But I am the one who goes before you. I see what you cannot see. I am the one who makes a way in the wilderness, who calms the seas, who brings light into the darkest places. Trust in me, for my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot yet understand how. There is no need to worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of itself. Focus on today. Today, you are alive. Today, you have the opportunity to seek me, to rest in my presence, to trust in my promises. Today is a gift, a sacred moment I have given to you. Don't let it slip away while your mind is trapped in the what-ifs of the future. Do you know how deeply I love you? My love is not conditional, nor is it dependent on your performance, your accomplishments, or your ability to stay strong. I love you because you are mine. This love is the anchor that holds you steady in the storms of life. Lean into it. Let it reassure you when the world feels uncertain. Let it be the foundation on which you build your trust. You may think that worrying helps you prepare for challenges, that if you think through every possibility, you'll be ready for whatever comes. But worry is a thief. It steals your peace, your joy, and your trust in me. It distracts you from my voice, from my guidance, and from the blessings I have placed in your life. Release your worries to me. Speak them out loud if you must, and then leave them in my hands. When you pray, do not pray as though you are alone. I hear you. Every whispered plea, every unspoken thought, every cry of your heart, it reaches me. And when you pray, come to me with faith, believing that I am able to do exceedingly, abundantly more than you can ask or imagine. My power is not limited, and my love for you knows no bounds. Let go of the need to control everything. You cannot add a single hour to your life by worrying, but you can experience true freedom by trusting me. Surrender your plans, your fears, your uncertainties. Place them in my hands and watch how I transform them into something beautiful. Peace is my gift to you, a peace that the world cannot give. It is not fleeting or fragile, but enduring and unshakable. When you feel anxious, remember that this peace is yours to claim. Breathe it in. Let it fill the deepest parts of your soul. Rest in the knowledge that I am holding you, guiding you, and providing for you every step of the way. When you wake up in the morning, before the worries of the day start to flood your mind, take a moment to speak with me. Invite me into your day, into your thoughts, into every challenge you might face. By doing this, you set your heart on the right foundation, one of trust, not fear. My spirit will guide you, giving you the wisdom and strength you need moment by moment. Remember, you are not responsible for figuring everything out on your own. You were never meant to walk this journey in isolation or to carry the weight of the unknown. That's why I ask you to come to me. Lay your burdens at my feet and trust that I am working in ways you cannot yet see. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, who provided manna in the wilderness, who raised the dead to life. There is nothing too difficult for me. Each time you feel worry creeping into your heart, stop and reflect on all the times I have been faithful to you in the past. Think of the moments when you thought there was no way forward, and yet I made a way. Those moments are not coincidences. They are evidence of my love and provision. Let them remind you that I will continue to be faithful no matter what lies ahead. Do you know what I long for the most? I long for your heart to rest in me. I long for you to release the tension in your soul, the endless cycle of what-ifs, and simply trust that I am good and I am for you. Worry pulls you away from this rest, away from the stillness where you can hear my voice and feel my peace. It blinds you to the blessings I pour into your life every day. Open your eyes, my child, and see the beauty I have surrounded you with, the people who love you, the opportunities to grow, the simple joys that remind you of my presence. When you feel like you are sinking, overwhelmed by the waves of fear and uncertainty, remember what happened when Peter walked on water. He began to sink only when he took his eyes off me and focused on the storm. But the moment he called out, I reached down and pulled him up. I will do the same for you. Keep your eyes on me, not on the chaos around you. Trust that my hand is always ready to lift you, no matter how deep the waters may seem. Worry often stems from forgetting who I am and who you are in me. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are not at the mercy of the world's uncertainties. You are my child, and I have given you authority to overcome fear. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Claim this truth when anxiety tries to overwhelm you. Speak it out loud. Let my words be the weapon you use to fight back against worry. And know this, I understand your struggles. I know the battles you face each day, both seen and unseen. I do not judge you for feeling afraid or overwhelmed. Instead, I extend my hand to you, inviting you to trust me more deeply. Each moment of worry is an opportunity to turn to me, to draw closer, to lean on my strength. You are not failing by feeling anxious. You are human. But in your humanity, I offer you my divinity. In your weakness, I offer you my strength. Imagine for a moment the birds of the air. They do not plant seeds, gather harvests, or store food in barns, yet I feed them. They trust that I will provide for them each day, and they live in the freedom of that trust. How much more valuable are you to me than birds? If I care for them, will I not also care for you? When you feel the weight of your worries, remind yourself that you are not alone in carrying them. I am your helper, your sustainer, your refuge. You were never meant to bear these burdens on your own. Bring them to me, and I will carry them for you. I will lighten your load and give you rest. My child, I want you to live in peace, not in fear. I want you to walk in freedom, not in the chains of anxiety. You may not know what the future holds, but you know the one who holds the future. And I promise you this, I am for you, not against you. I am your protector, your provider, your loving father. As you move forward, take my promises with you. Write them on your heart, speak them over your life. Let them be the shield that guards you against the lies of worry and fear. When the enemy tries to fill your mind with doubt, remind yourself of the truth. I am with you, and I will never leave you. Breathe deeply, my child. Feel the peace I am pouring into your heart right now. Let it wash over you, removing every trace of fear, every burden of uncertainty. Trust me completely, for I am the one who holds all things together. You are safe in my hands. I want you to understand something profound, something that will change the way you view your life and your worries. I am the author of your story. Every chapter, every twist and turn, every season of joy or challenge. It is all part of a masterpiece I am creating in you. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust me, it is beautiful. I do not make mistakes, and I do not abandon the work of my hands. When you worry, it's like trying to take the pen from me to rewrite what I have already planned for good. But you can trust that my plans are better than anything you could imagine. They are filled with hope, purpose, and eternal significance. Let me write your story. Let me guide you through each moment, even when the path seems unclear. Do not let the opinions of the world add to your worries. The world may measure success and worth by standards that feel unattainable, but I do not. I look at your heart, your intentions, your love. I see you striving to do your best, and I am proud of you. You don't have to prove yourself to me. I already know your value. Rest in this truth and let it free you from the pressure to be perfect in the eyes of others. Every day is a new opportunity to trust me more. Begin each morning by surrendering your worries to me. Say, Father, today I give you my fears, my uncertainties, and my plans. I trust you to lead me, to provide for me, and to protect me. When you do this, you will feel a weight lifted because you are no longer carrying it alone. I want you to think of worry like a storm cloud that blocks the sunlight. It casts a shadow over your soul, hiding the warmth and light of my presence. But remember this, the sun is still shining behind that cloud, just as my love and care for you remain constant, even when worry tries to obscure them. You do not have to stay in the shadow. You can choose to step into my light, where peace and joy are waiting for you. Let's make this practical. When you feel worry rising within you, take 3 steps. First, pause and acknowledge it. Don't let it spiral out of control. Second, bring it to me in prayer. Say, Lord, this is what I'm feeling. I don't want to carry this alone. Help me to trust you. And third, replace the worry with a promise from my word. Speak it over your life. You are my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Each time you do this, you strengthen your faith and weaken the hold of anxiety. You may wonder if I truly care about the small things that trouble you. Let me assure you, I care about everything that matters to you. There is nothing too small or insignificant for me to notice. If it weighs on your heart, it matters to me. Come to me with all of it, the little worries, the big fears, and everything in between. My love for you is so great that I desire to be involved in every aspect of your life. Think back to the times when you were certain that all hope was lost, yet somehow things worked out. Those were not coincidences. Those were moments when I stepped in, often quietly, to provide a solution, open a door, or shield you from harm. I will continue to do this for you because I am your father and you are my child. Sometimes I allow challenges in your life not to harm you, but to strengthen you. Like a seed that must push through the soil to reach the sunlight, you grow through the difficulties you face. Each challenge is an opportunity to deepen your trust in me, to see my power at work, and to become more of who I created you to be. Do not fear these moments. Embrace them, knowing that I am with you, working all things for your good. You do not have to wait until your circumstances change to experience peace. Peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of my spirit within you. Even in the midst of uncertainty, my peace can fill your heart and guard your mind. You only need to ask, and I will pour it out upon you. My child, you are so deeply loved, more than you can comprehend. This love is not fragile or fleeting. It is steadfast and unchanging. It is the foundation on which you can build your trust. When you are tempted to worry, remind yourself of this love. Say to yourself, I am loved by the Creator of the universe. He is for me, not against me. He will never leave me or forsake me. Do not let the enemy deceive you into believing that you are alone or that you must have everything figured out. These are lies meant to steal your peace and distract you from my truth. Stand firm in the knowledge that you are mine, and I am with you. My promises to you are sure and unshakable. I have promised to be your shepherd, leading you to green pastures and still waters. I have promised to give you a hope and a future. I have promised to supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. These promises are not distant or abstract. They are personal and specific to you. Hold on to them, especially when worry tries to take hold. Trust me, my child. Trust that I am good, that I am faithful, and that I love you with an everlasting love. You do not need to worry about tomorrow, for I am already there, preparing the way for you. Walk with me, one step at a time, and you will see my hand at work in your life. As you continue on this journey, let go of the need to understand everything. Faith does not require you to have all the answers. It asks only that you trust the one who does. I am the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. I see the entire tapestry of your life, while you see only a single thread. Trust that each thread I weave is purposeful, even if it doesn't yet make sense to you. There will be days when the temptation to worry feels overwhelming. On those days, turn to my word. It is a source of life, strength, and truth. Let the words I have spoken over centuries speak directly to your heart, reminding you of who I am and who you are in me. For example, when anxiety whispers that you are not enough, remember this: you are fearfully and wonderfully made. When fear tells you that you are alone, cling to my promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. My word is your shield against the lies of fear. Take heart, my child, for the very act of trusting me is an act of worship. It is your declaration that I am greater than your fears, that my power surpasses your challenges, and that my love for you will never fail. Each time you choose faith over worry, you draw closer to me, and I rejoice in your trust. Even when the path ahead is unclear, know that I am leading you. Like a shepherd guiding his flock, I will direct your steps. You do not need to see the entire journey to move forward. You need only to take the next step in faith. I will light your path one step at a time, providing exactly what you need when you need it. And remember, I do not ask you to carry this burden alone. I have placed people in your life to support you, to encourage you, and to remind you of my goodness. Let them walk alongside you. Share your struggles with those you trust, for I often work through the love and wisdom of others to bring comfort and guidance. Worry can make you feel isolated, as though no one else understands what you're going through. But let me assure you, I see every detail of your life. I know the thoughts you wrestle with, the situations that keep you awake at night, and the questions you don't have answers to. Nothing is hidden from me, and nothing is beyond my ability to heal, restore, or provide for. I want you to live a life free from the chains of worry. Imagine yourself running through an open field, unhindered and full of joy. This is the freedom I desire for you. Worry may try to hold you back, but my love and power will always be stronger. Step into that freedom by choosing trust over fear. There will come a day when you look back on this season of your life and see how I carried you through. You will see the moments when my hand protected you, when my provision sustained you, and when my peace guarded your heart. What feels uncertain now will one day be a testimony of my faithfulness. I am not distant or detached from your life. I am deeply involved, working in ways you cannot see. Trust that I am arranging everything for your good. Every delay, every unexpected turn, every closed door is part of a plan far greater than you can imagine. Do not let worry rob you of the joy of walking in step with me. Take a deep breath and let my peace fill you. Imagine my arms around you, holding you securely. You are safe here with me. I am your refuge, your strong tower, your hiding place. Nothing can separate you from my love, and nothing can overpower my plans for your life. So, my child, let today be the day you release your worries to me. Let today be the day you choose to trust, to rest, and to walk in the peace I have promised you. The road ahead may not always be smooth, but you can walk it with confidence, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. You may not realize it yet, but within you lies a profound strength that I have placed in you, a strength that is awakened when you turn to me. You are not weak because you worry. You are simply carrying more than you were designed to hold. Let me help you. Allow me to take those burdens from your hands, to lighten the load you bear. Worry, my child, does not solve problems. It does not bring clarity or resolution. Instead, it clouds your mind, drains your energy, and robs you of the present moment. And the present is where life happens. Right now, in this very moment, there are opportunities for joy, for connection, for growth, and for my presence to be felt. But worry pulls you away from these gifts, keeping your focus on things that may never come to pass. When you catch yourself falling into the trap of overthinking, stop and remember this. You are not alone in this journey. I am here, closer than your next breath, ready to guide you through whatever lies ahead. You don't have to have all the answers, and you don't need to see the entire path. All I ask is that you take the next step, trusting that I will be there with you. Your mind is a powerful thing, and where you focus your thoughts shapes your experience of life. Worry wants to dominate your thoughts, but you have the power to redirect them. Shift your focus to what is good, true, and uplifting. Notice the beauty around you, the sunlight breaking through the clouds, the kindness of a stranger, the laughter of a loved one. These are my reminders that I am with you and that life is still full of blessings, even when it feels uncertain. You may wonder how to let go of worry when it feels so deeply ingrained. The answer lies not in trying to push it away, but in learning to replace it with something greater. Replace worry with trust. Replace fear with love. Replace doubt with the certainty that I am working in your life, even in ways you cannot yet see. It won't happen all at once, but little by little, your heart will find peace as you practice releasing your fears to me. It's important to be kind to yourself during this process. You are human, and it is natural to feel concerned about the things you care about. But do not confuse concern with worry. Concern motivates you to take action when it is needed, while worry paralyzes you with fear. Learn to recognize the difference, and when you find yourself caught in the web of worry, gently guide your thoughts back to me. Think of your life as a garden. Worry is like weeds that threaten to choke out the flowers. But when you tend to your garden, when you nurture trust, cultivate gratitude, and focus on what you can control, you allow the flowers to flourish. Over time, those weeds will have less and less space to grow, and your garden will become a reflection of the peace I desire for you. When challenges arise, remind yourself that they are temporary. No storm lasts forever, and every difficulty you face is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Trust that I am using even the hard moments to prepare you for something greater. The lessons you learn in times of uncertainty will equip you to handle future challenges with grace and resilience. You are stronger than you realize, not because of what you can do on your own, but because of the support I provide. Let that thought bring you comfort. When the weight of the world feels too heavy, remember that you were never meant to carry it alone. I am here, ready to shoulder the load with you. Imagine for a moment what it would feel like to live without worry, to wake up each morning with a light heart, confident that everything will unfold as it should, to face challenges with a calm mind, knowing that you are not alone in overcoming them. This is the life I want for you. It is possible, and it begins with trusting me. Trust doesn't mean you will never face difficulties. It means that no matter what happens, you can have peace, knowing that I am in control. It means releasing the need to predict or manipulate the future and instead embracing the present with faith and courage. Take one small step today toward letting go of your worries. Maybe it's a deep breath, a whispered prayer, or a simple acknowledgement that you cannot do this alone. These small acts of surrender are powerful, and they open the door for my peace to fill your heart. I want you to know that I am proud of you. Every time you choose to trust, every time you let go of a fear, every time you turn to me instead of letting worry consume you, you're growing. You're becoming the person I created you to be, someone who lives with peace, confidence, and joy. So, my child, let go of the weight you're carrying. You don't need to have all the answers or control every outcome. Rest in the knowledge that I am here, holding you, guiding you, and loving you through it all. Trust that the life I have planned for you is one of hope, purpose, and abundant peace. As you walk this path, let yourself rediscover the beauty of simplicity. Worry thrives in complexity, in the endless web of possibilities and imagined scenarios. But life at its core is much simpler than your fears would have you believe. Each moment is an opportunity to choose trust over doubt, gratitude over complaint, and presence over distraction. When you stop to embrace the simplicity of now, you will see the blessings that surround you. The rising sun that greets you each morning, the strength you find to meet the day's challenges, the quiet moments of peace that come when you pause to reflect. All of these are gifts I place before you daily. Worry has a way of dulling your vision, making it harder to see these gifts. But they are always there, waiting for you to notice them. I want you to think of your life not as a list of problems to solve, but as a journey to experience. Like any journey, it will have moments of difficulty, but those moments are part of the greater adventure. They shape you, teach you, and prepare you for what lies ahead. When you stop worrying about where the road leads and focus instead on the journey itself, you will find joy in the steps you take. even when the way forward is uncertain. And remember, my child, that you are never truly lost. No matter how far you feel from where you think you should be, I am with you, guiding you back to the path that leads to peace and purpose. Trust me to show you the way, even when the destination feels unclear. I have already walked the road ahead of you, and I am preparing it for your arrival. You may feel tempted to measure your life by the standards of others, by their accomplishments, their timelines, or their expectations. But you are not called to live someone else's journey. Your path is uniquely yours, crafted with love and intention. Do not let comparison steal your joy or add unnecessary worry to your heart. Trust that I have given you everything you need for the road you are meant to walk. When worry comes, it often feels urgent, demanding your immediate attention. But you have the power to pause, to step back, and to remind yourself that not everything requires a reaction. Some fears will dissolve on their own when you simply refuse to feed them with your energy and focus. Other challenges will become manageable when you approach them with a calm and trusting heart. Take a moment now to breathe deeply, feel the air fill your lungs, and let it remind you of my presence. Each breath you take is a sign of my sustaining love, a reminder that I am providing for you, even in the smallest ways. Let this simple act of breathing ground you in the truth that you are cared for, moment by moment. As you move forward, practice releasing your worries one by one. You don't have to let go of everything all at once. Start with something small, a concern that has been weighing on your mind but is beyond your control. Say to yourself, I release this to you, Lord. I trust you to handle it. Each time you do this, you strengthen the habit of trust and weaken the hold of worry. Over time, you will notice a shift. The things that once consumed your thoughts will no longer have the same power over you. You will begin to feel lighter, freer, and more at peace. This transformation is not something you achieve on your own. It is my work in you, a reflection of my love and care. I know it's not always easy. There will be moments when worry tries to creep back in, whispering doubts and fears into your mind. When this happens, don't be discouraged. Simply return to the truth that I am with you, that I am in control, and that my plans for you are good. Each time you choose trust over fear, you grow stronger and worry loses its grip. You are a work in progress, my child, and that is something to celebrate. Growth takes time, and I'm patient with you. I see your efforts, your moments of surrender, and your desire to live with peace and trust. I am proud of you for taking steps, no matter how small they may feel. Each step brings you closer to the life of freedom I want for you. Allow yourself to rest in my presence. Rest is not just physical, it is a state of your heart and mind. It is the quiet assurance that you are cared for, loved, and held. When you rest in me, you create space for my peace to fill you, pushing out the worries that have tried to take root. As you go about your day, carry this truth with you. You are never alone. I am with you in every moment, in every challenge, in every joy. Trust that I am guiding you, providing for you, and loving you with a depth that cannot be measured. Let this truth give you the courage to face whatever comes, knowing that you are safe in my care. So, my child, let your heart be light. Release your fears, your doubts, and your uncertainties. Walk with me in trust and peace, and watch how your life begins to transform. This is the freedom I desire for you, a life unburdened by worry, full of joy, and anchored in my love. As you embrace this journey of letting go, remember that it's not about never feeling fear or doubt. It's about what you do with those feelings. When worry arises, it is not a failure, it is an invitation. It's a chance to draw closer to me, to lean into my strength, and to let me show you a better way. Each time you choose trust over anxiety, you grow in wisdom and faith. Worry often disguises itself as care or responsibility, but true care comes from love, not fear. Love seeks the best without clinging to control, while fear tries to manipulate and anticipate every possible outcome. When you act from a place of love, guided by trust in me, you will find clarity and peace. Your decisions will come not from panic, but from wisdom, and your heart will feel lighter. My child, life is a delicate balance of effort and surrender. There are things I call you to do, acts of kindness, steps of faith, and moments of courage. But there are also things I ask you to release, things that are beyond your ability to change. Knowing the difference is key to finding peace. Focus on what you can do today and leave the rest in my hands. Think of the seasons of life. Just as the earth goes through cycles of growth and rest, so too do you. Some seasons will be busy, filled with challenges and decisions, while others will be quiet and reflective. Both are necessary, and both are gifts. Worry tries to disrupt this natural rhythm, pushing you to act when it's time to rest, or paralyzing you when it's time to move forward. Trust me to guide you through each season, knowing that I have a purpose for every phase of your life. Allow yourself to find joy in the small things. Worry often blinds you to the beauty and wonder that exist all around you. But joy is one of the greatest gifts I have given you, and it is a powerful antidote to anxiety. Notice the laughter of a child, the colors of a sunset, or the comfort of a warm embrace. These moments are reminders of my love and care for you. Let them ground you in the present and fill your heart with gratitude. Gratitude, my child, is a key to overcoming worry. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your perspective shifts. You begin to see my blessings in your life, even in the midst of uncertainty. Each moment of gratitude is a step toward trust, a declaration that you believe I am providing for you. Make it a habit to name the things you are thankful for, and watch how it transforms your heart and mind. You might wonder why I allow certain challenges or uncertainties to persist. Know this: I do not delight in your struggles, but I use them for your good. Challenges refine you, teaching you patience, resilience, and faith. They draw you closer to me, reminding you that you are not alone and that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Even in the midst of trials, I am working to bring about something beautiful in your life. When you face moments of doubt, come to me with honesty. Tell me your fears, your questions, and your frustrations. I'm not distant or indifferent to your struggles. I welcome your vulnerability because it opens the door for my healing and comfort. You don't have to face these feelings alone. I am here, ready to listen and to help. Over time, as you learn to trust more fully, you will notice a shift in the way you approach life. The things that once caused you great anxiety will no longer hold the same power over you. You will find yourself responding to challenges with calmness and clarity, knowing that you are not facing them alone. This transformation is the result of walking closely with me, of surrendering your fears and allowing my peace to fill your heart. I want you to imagine a life where worry no longer rules your days. Picture yourself waking up with a sense of calm, facing each moment with confidence and trust. See yourself moving through the day with a light heart, unburdened by the weight of fear. This is the life I desire for you, a life of freedom, joy, and peace. My love for you is unshakable, and it is the foundation upon which you can build this life. When you doubt, return to this truth. I have chosen you, I delight in you, and I am with you always. Let this knowledge give you strength when the world feels uncertain. So, my precious child, as you continue to release your worries, know that I am proud of you. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. You are learning, growing, and becoming the person I created you to be. I am with you every step of the way, guiding you, holding you, and loving you more than you can imagine. Trust in me, and let your heart be at rest. The future is in my hands, and I have wonderful things in store for you. Walk forward with courage and peace, knowing that you are deeply cared for. You are never alone, and you are always loved. As you walk forward in this truth, remind yourself that trust is not a single act, but a journey, a daily choice to believe that I am greater than any fear, stronger than any challenge, and closer than any doubt. Some days it will feel easy, and other days it may feel like a battle. But every effort you make to trust me moves you closer to the peace your heart longs for. There is no situation too complex for me, no problem too tangled for my hands to unravel. Even the challenges that seem insurmountable to you are within my power to resolve. You may not see the solution immediately, but that does not mean I am not working. My timing is perfect, and my ways are higher than yours. Trust that I am arranging everything for your good, even when you cannot yet see the outcome. Let go of the need to predict or control what lies ahead. I know the future, and I have already prepared the way for you. When you try to anticipate every possibility, you place a burden on yourself that is not yours to carry. Release that burden and let me guide you step by step. You do not need to see the entire staircase. Just the next step is enough. Worry often comes from imagining a future where I am not present, but such a future does not exist. No matter where you go, no matter what you face, I will be there, providing for you, protecting you, and walking with you. When you feel fear creeping in, remind yourself of this truth. I am with you always, and I will never leave you. You may wonder how to quiet the constant noise of worry in your mind. The key lies in shifting your focus. Instead of dwelling on what might go wrong, focus on what is true right now. Right now, you are alive, loved, and cared for. Right now, you have everything you need to take the next step. Right now, I am with you, surrounding you with my presence, and filling your heart with peace. Take time each day to rest in stillness with me. In the quiet moments, you will hear my voice more clearly. You will feel my peace washing over you, silencing the noise of fear and doubt. These moments of connection are a gift, a reminder that you are never alone and that I am always near. Celebrate the progress you are making, even if it feels small. Each time you choose trust over worry, each time you surrender your fears to me, you are growing stronger. This growth may be gradual, but it is real, and it is leading you to a life of greater freedom and joy. You are not defined by your worries, your struggles, or your fears. You are defined by my love for you, by the purpose I have placed within you, and by the journey we are walking together. Do not let anxiety convince you otherwise. You are more than your fears, and you are capable of living a life filled with peace and purpose. The path to peace is not always easy, but it is worth it. It requires patience, persistence, and faith. But know this, you are never walking that path alone. I am with you, guiding you, encouraging you, and cheering you on. Each step you take brings you closer to the life I have planned for you, a life that is full of hope, joy, and unshakable peace. So as you face each new day, remember this. You are deeply loved, you are never alone, and you are always held in my care. Let these truths be the foundation on which you build your life, the anchor that steadies you in every storm. Trust me, my child, and let your heart be at rest. The journey ahead is bright, and the possibilities are endless. Keep walking, keep trusting, and keep believing. You are safe in my hands, and I will never let you go. As you move forward, take each day as it comes, moment by moment. This is where life unfolds, in the now, not in the imagined worries of tomorrow. When you live in the present, you make room for joy, gratitude, and connection with me and those around you. Each moment is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to experience my love in a new way. Do not let the weight of your fears about the future rob you of the blessings of today. What you need for this day, I have already provided. The strength, the guidance, the peace, all of it is yours if you choose to receive it. Trust that tomorrow will have its own provision, just as today does. You do not have to gather all the answers at once. You only need to trust me for what you need right now. In the quiet times, let your mind and heart reflect on the things that bring you peace. Think of the moments when you felt deeply cared for, when solutions arose seemingly out of nowhere, when your heart was unexpectedly filled with calm. These are not accidents. They are glimpses of my faithfulness to you. Hold on to these memories as reminders of my constant presence in your life. When your heart feels heavy with worry, pause and ask yourself, what can I control in this moment? Often you will find that the answer is simple. You can control your thoughts by choosing to trust. You can control your actions by taking one small step forward. You can control your perspective by looking for what is good, even in challenging circumstances. Everything else, the uncertainties, the outcomes, the what-ifs, are in my hands where they are safest. Imagine that you are on a river, floating gently downstream. Worry is like trying to paddle against the current, exhausting yourself and getting nowhere. But trust is like letting go of the oars and allowing the river to carry you. It doesn't mean you are passive. It means you are choosing to flow with the current I have set for you, trusting that I know where it leads. Let go of the need for perfection. You don't have to have it all figured out, and you don't have to get everything right. Life is a process of learning and growing, and I am patient with you every step of the way. Your worth is not determined by how well you manage your worries or how perfectly you handle challenges. Your worth comes from who you are, my beloved creation, uniquely and wonderfully made. Every time you let go of a fear or a doubt, you make space for something new: peace, joy, clarity, hope. These gifts are waiting for you, ready to fill your heart when you release the things that no longer serve you. They are not far away. They are as close as your willingness to trust me. As you practice releasing your worries, you will begin to notice changes in your life. Your mind will feel clearer, your heart lighter, and your steps more confident. You will find yourself more present, more grateful, and more open to the possibilities I have for you. This is the life I desire for you, a life not weighed down by fear, but lifted by faith. You are growing, my child, even if you cannot see it yet. Every small act of trust, every moment of surrender, every step forward is shaping you into the person I created you to be. Celebrate this growth and know that I am celebrating with you. Your life is precious and each day is a gift. Don't let worry steal these moments from you. Instead, let them be filled with the assurance that you are loved, guided, and cared for. I am with you in every breath, in every decision, in every step of the way. Keep moving forward with an open heart and a quiet confidence that everything will unfold as it should. The road ahead may have twists and turns, but you are never walking it alone. I am with you, and together we will navigate every challenge and celebrate every victory. Let your heart rest now, knowing that you are safe in my hands. Whatever tomorrow brings, you can face it with peace and trust, for I am already there, preparing the way for you. Take courage, my child, and know that you are deeply, endlessly, and completely loved. Each new step you take on this journey is an opportunity to release what weighs you down and embrace the peace that has always been available to you. Life isn't meant to be a constant struggle of figuring out every answer or solving every problem. Instead, it's an invitation to trust, to breathe deeply, and to rest in the assurance that you are never alone in facing life's uncertainties. The world around you may try to pull your attention in countless directions, creating distractions that make your challenges feel overwhelming. But when you pause and quiet your mind, you'll find that the chaos begins to fade. In the stillness, my presence becomes clearer, and with it comes the clarity you've been seeking. The answers may not come all at once, but what you'll feel is my guidance and the peace that comes with knowing you are held. There is so much strength within you, far more than you often realize. That strength is not something you must create or manufacture on your own. It is a reflection of my spirit within you, steadying your heart and lifting you up when you feel weak. When doubt and fear whisper that you cannot move forward, remember that I am the one who gives you the ability to rise. Trust is a practice, one that grows with time and experience. It is built not in moments of ease, but in the times when you lean into me despite the unknown. Each act of trust is like planting a seed. It may not bear fruit immediately, but with patience and care, it will grow into something beautiful, an unshakable confidence in my love and provision for you. Release the illusion that you must do everything on your own. You are not expected to carry every burden or solve every problem. My hands are ready to take what feels too heavy for you, to hold the weight of what you cannot bear alone. The moment you surrender, you'll feel the relief of letting go, of knowing that I am strong enough for both of us. Fear often lies, trying to convince you that the worst is inevitable, that you are unprepared or unworthy. But fear has no power in the presence of love. My love for you is a constant, unwavering force that silences fear and replaces it with hope. When you feel fear rising, turn to that love. Let it remind you that nothing is beyond my ability to handle, and that I am with you in all things. Your heart longs for peace, and that peace is closer than you think. It isn't found in fixing every situation or eliminating every challenge. It's found in the simple, profound act of trusting that I am enough. Enough to guide you, to care for you, to bring good even from what feels difficult. When you lean into that trust, your heart will find the stillness it seeks. Let gratitude be your companion as you journey forward. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, from what is uncertain to what is steadfast. The practice of noticing and appreciating the blessings around you no matter how small, builds a foundation of joy that cannot be shaken by worry. It reminds you that even in the midst of challenges, my goodness surrounds you. Every new day brings with it opportunities for growth, love, and connection. Worry tries to close your eyes to these possibilities, focusing instead on what might go wrong. But when you choose trust, those opportunities become visible again. You'll see the beauty in the people around you, the lessons in your struggles, and the hope in your future. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. Life isn't a test where you need all the right answers. It's a relationship, a journey where I walk beside you, guiding you and helping you learn along the way. Your mistakes don't define you, and your struggles don't disqualify you. You are mine, and that is enough. Even in moments when you feel uncertain or overwhelmed, my plans for you remain steady. I am always working, even when it's not yet visible to you. The delays, the challenges, the unexpected turns. They all serve a purpose in the bigger picture of your life. Trust that what feels confusing now will one day make sense, and what feels heavy now will one day be lifted. Hold tightly to the truth that you are loved. Let that truth anchor you when worry threatens to sweep you away. Let it remind you that you are never alone, that you are seen and valued, and that your life is filled with purpose. You are not defined by your fears, but by the love I have poured into you since the very beginning. Take heart, for the path ahead is filled with more than just challenges. It is also filled with joy, with breakthroughs, and with moments of wonder that will take your breath away. Those moments are gifts, reminders of my goodness and the beauty of walking through life with me. Let them encourage you to keep going, even when the way forward feels uncertain. This is your time to release, to trust, and to rest in the assurance that I am in control. Whatever lies ahead, you can face it with confidence, because my love goes before you, surrounds you, and carries you. You are safe, you are loved, and you are held. Each step forward is an act of trust, even when it feels small or insignificant. You are moving closer to the freedom I desire for you, a life unburdened by the weight of fear, a life full of joy, purpose, and peace. These are not distant ideals, but gifts I'm offering to you right now. They are within your reach, waiting for you to embrace them. There is no need to rush, no urgency to have it all figured out at once. Growth happens steadily, like the rising of the sun or the blossoming of a flower. Trust this process, for it is uniquely yours, guided by my hand and unfolding at the perfect pace. Let go of the pressure to be somewhere else, someone else, or further along than you are. You are exactly where you need to be. When you reflect on your journey, you'll see how far you've come, even if it doesn't always feel like it. The challenges you've faced, the fears you've overcome, the moments of trust you've chosen, they have all shaped you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. Take pride in this growth, knowing that I see and celebrate every step you take. Worry often thrives on the unknown, feeding on the questions you cannot answer and the outcomes you cannot control. But uncertainty is not your enemy. It is an opportunity. It is a space where faith grows, where you learn to lean on me instead of relying solely on yourself. The unknown is where miracles happen, where I step in to do what you cannot. You are stronger than you know, not because of your own abilities, but because of the power I have placed within you. That strength is not diminished by your moments of fear or doubt. It is always there, ready to rise when you choose to trust. Each time you feel weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in your vulnerability. You are never alone in what you face. Take time to celebrate the victories along the way, no matter how small they may seem. Did you find a moment of peace in the midst of a stressful day? Celebrate it. Did you choose to release a worry to me instead of holding on to it? Rejoice in that choice. These small victories add up, creating a foundation of trust and confidence that will carry you forward. Life is filled with beauty, even in its simplest forms. A kind word, a moment of laughter, a quiet sunset. These are reminders of my presence and my love for you. Do not let worry blind you to these gifts. Open your heart to the wonder of what surrounds you, and let it fill you with gratitude. There will be moments when fear tries to return, whispering doubts into your mind. When this happens, pause and remind yourself of the truth. You are not defined by your fears. You are defined by my love, my care, and the purpose I have placed within you. Fear may visit, but it does not have to stay. You have the power to let it go and to invite my peace to take its place. Even the struggles you face have a purpose. They are not wasted. They are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Challenges teach you resilience, deepen your compassion, and strengthen your trust in me. They are stepping stones on the path to greater wisdom and understanding. Remember, you are never walking this journey alone. I am with you in every step, every decision, and every moment of uncertainty. My presence is constant, my love unchanging. Even when you feel lost, I am guiding you. Even when you feel weak, I am carrying you. Let yourself dream again. Worry has a way of dimming your hope, of making the future feel heavy and uncertain. But I have plans for you that are full of possibility, plans that bring life, joy, and fulfillment. Allow yourself to imagine the good things I have in store, and trust that I am preparing you for them even now. Your heart was not made to carry the weight of fear. It was made to love, to trust, and to find joy in the present moment. Each time you let go of a worry, you make space for these things to flourish. Each time you release control, you open the door for me to work in your life. This is your time, a season of release and renewal. You are stepping into a life where trust replaces fear, where peace replaces anxiety, and where joy replaces heaviness. Keep moving forward, knowing that you are never alone and that you are deeply loved. Your journey is sacred, shaped with care and intention. Each moment you spend letting go of worry and embracing trust is a moment of transformation. Life does not need to be rushed or forced. It is meant to be experienced in its fullness, with all its lessons, joys, and discoveries. Every breath, every step, every act of surrender brings you closer to the life of peace I have envisioned for you. Think of how light the world feels when you allow yourself to rest, not just physically, but in the deepest parts of your heart and mind. Rest is a gift I long to give you, a state where your thoughts no longer race and your soul is no longer weighed down by the what-ifs and uncertainties. In rest, you will find clarity and strength. It's in this stillness that you can hear me most clearly, guiding you with a gentle voice and steady hand. Fear often tries to tell you that you are alone in your struggles, that no one understands what you are going through. But those are lies meant to isolate you. The truth is, I see every tear, hear every sigh, and understand every concern. You are never abandoned, even when the road feels difficult or lonely. I walk beside you, and my love surrounds you like a shield. Let go of the need to be perfect or to have all the answers. Perfection is not what I ask of you. I ask only that you come as you are, with all your doubts, fears, and imperfections, and trust me to work in and through them. You are enough because you are mine, and nothing can change that. The future often feels uncertain, and that uncertainty can fuel your worries. But I want you to know that the future is already in my hands. I am the one who holds time, who orchestrates events, and who works all things together for good. When you release your need to control the future, you free yourself to live fully in the present. Take joy in the small victories, the moments when you feel the weight of worry begin to lift. Each time you choose to trust me, you're taking a step toward freedom. Celebrate those steps, no matter how small they may seem. Growth is a process, and I am with you every step of the way, cheering you on and helping you rise. Gratitude is a powerful tool in your journey. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your heart begins to shift. Gratitude opens your eyes to the blessings that surround you and reminds you that even in the midst of challenges, my goodness is present. Keep looking for the good in your life. It is always there, waiting to be noticed. You are not alone in your struggle with worry. Many have walked this path before you, and many are walking it now. Let that truth bring you comfort and connection. And more than anything, know that I am with you, constantly working to bring peace into your life. Release the idea that peace is something you must earn or deserve. It is my gift to you, freely given, because of my deep love for you. You only need to accept it, to open your heart and let it in. Peace is not the absence of challenges, but the assurance that you are held and cared for in every circumstance. You are learning, growing, and becoming the person I created you to be. There is beauty in this journey, even in the struggles, for they are shaping you into someone who is resilient, compassionate, and full of faith. Each moment of trust, each act of surrender, is a step closer to the life of freedom and joy that is your birthright. Hold on to the truth that you are loved, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. That love is unchanging, eternal, and powerful enough to carry you through anything life may bring. Let it fill your heart and quiet your fears, reminding you that you are never alone. The road ahead is not something to fear. It is filled with opportunities for growth, moments of beauty, and the unfolding of my plans for you. Walk it with confidence, knowing that you are guided by my hand and supported by my love. You are not defined by your worries. You are defined by the hope, strength, and peace that are within you. This is your time to rise, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to step into the freedom that has always been yours. I am with you, always and forever. You are safe, you are cherished, and you are deeply loved. There is no limit to the possibilities I have prepared for you. The life I desire for you is not one burdened by constant fear, but one filled with joy, courage, and trust. Each moment of worry that you release makes room for something new, a deeper connection to my presence, an openness to my guidance, and a sense of peace that no storm can take away. The journey of letting go may feel unfamiliar at first. Your heart and mind have grown accustomed to holding on to worries, trying to solve everything on your own. But as you continue to trust me, you will discover how freeing it is to place those burdens in my hands. There is nothing you bring to me that is too small or insignificant. If it matters to you, it matters to me. Let your focus shift from the fears that weigh you down to the opportunities I have placed before you. Each day is a gift, filled with new chances to grow, to love, and to live fully. Worry wants to rob you of these moments, to keep your mind trapped in the uncertainties of the future. But when you choose to be present, you begin to see the beauty and blessings that surround you. Even in the hardest moments, there is hope. Hope is not just wishful thinking. It is the assurance that I am working on your behalf. It is the confidence that no matter how difficult things may seem, I am weaving everything together for your good. Let that hope sustain you when the path feels uncertain. Your worth is not tied to how well you handle life's challenges. It is not dependent on your ability to overcome worry or face every fear with perfect courage. Your worth comes from the fact that you are my beloved creation. You are enough simply because you are mine. Let that truth sink into your heart and remind you that you do not have to prove anything to me. Rest is something I long for you to embrace, not just physical rest, but the kind of rest that quiets your mind and settles your soul. When you rest in me, you allow yourself to recharge, to find clarity, and to feel my peace. This is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Take time each day to pause, to breathe deeply, and to reconnect with my presence. When challenges arise, remember that they are not obstacles meant to harm you, but opportunities to grow and deepen your trust. Each challenge you face is a chance to experience my faithfulness in a new way. You are not alone in these moments. I am with you, guiding you through and giving you the strength you need. You are stronger than you realize. The strength within you is not something you must create. It is a gift I have placed in you. That strength will rise when you need it, helping you to move forward even when the way seems difficult. Trust in that strength, and trust that I am always with you, supporting you with my love. Take comfort in the fact that you do not have to see the entire journey at once. It is enough to take one step at a time, trusting that I am guiding you. Each step, no matter how small, is significant. It is a sign of your faith, your courage, and your willingness to trust me. Your heart may sometimes feel overwhelmed, but that is not a place you must stay. Worry does not define you, and it does not have the final say in your life. Peace is your inheritance, your birthright, and it is always within reach. Let yourself return to it as often as you need, knowing that I am always here to help you find your way back. As you release your worries, you are creating space for the joy and freedom that I want you to experience. Imagine a life where your mind is no longer weighed down by fear, where your heart is light and your spirit is free. That life is possible, and it begins with trust. Trust is not something you must achieve on your own. It grows naturally when you spend time with me, when you allow my presence to calm your fears and remind you of my love. Each moment of trust builds upon the last, creating a foundation of peace that cannot be shaken. You are on a journey of transformation, one that is leading you toward greater peace, joy, and freedom. This is not just a hope for the future. It is a reality you can begin to experience now. Every step you take, every worry you release, brings you closer to the life I have prepared for you. Know this, my child. You are deeply loved, more than you can comprehend. That love is your anchor, your foundation, and your constant. It is unshakable, unchanging, and always with you. Let it be the light that guides you forward, the strength that carries you, and the peace that fills your heart. You are never alone. You are cherished, protected, and held in my care. Trust in me, and let your heart find rest. The journey ahead is bright, and I will walk it with you every step of the way. You are stepping into a new understanding of what it means to truly live free from the weight of worry. This freedom isn't something you have to fight for. It's a gift that has always been yours, waiting for you to embrace it. It begins when you decide to let go of the fears that hold you back and trust that I have already made a way for you. When you look at the world around you, it may seem filled with uncertainty, chaos, and challenges that feel beyond your control. But remember this, you are not of this world alone. You belong to me, and my power is greater than anything you may face. What seems impossible to you is well within my reach. You don't have to navigate this world by yourself. Lean on me, and I will guide you through. Your worries often come from a place of wanting to protect yourself or those you love, from trying to ensure that everything works out perfectly. But perfection is not the goal. Life is meant to be messy, full of growth and lessons, triumphs and challenges. It is in these moments of imperfection that I do my greatest work in you. Let yourself trust not only in me, but also in the process of life itself. Trust that each season has its purpose, and each moment, whether it feels joyful or difficult, plays a part in the greater story I am writing for you. Even the delays, the unanswered questions, and the unexpected turns are shaping you into someone stronger, more compassionate, and more attuned to my presence. You are not called to carry the weight of every outcome. That is my role, not yours. Your role is to show up with an open heart, to do what you can with love and faith, and to trust that I will handle the rest. This trust doesn't mean passivity. It means partnership. It means walking hand in hand with me, doing your part while allowing me to do mine. Release the need to compare your journey to anyone else's. Comparison feeds worry and steals joy. Your path is uniquely yours, designed with care and intention. What I have for you is not what I have for someone else, and that is a beautiful thing. Trust that what I have planned for you is good, and that it is perfectly suited to who you are and who you are becoming. Let the act of letting go become part of your daily rhythm. Each morning as you wake, take a moment to surrender the day to me. Say, I trust you with today, with all its possibilities, challenges, and surprises. Throughout the day, when you feel worry creeping in, pause and release it to me. These simple acts of surrender create a powerful habit of trust, one that will grow stronger over time. The more you let go of worry, the more space you create for peace, joy, and creativity to enter your life. Worry takes up so much room in your heart and mind, but when it's gone, you'll find yourself filled with new energy and a renewed sense of purpose. You'll notice things you hadn't before, the beauty of a quiet moment, the laughter of a loved one, the opportunities to connect and grow. Even when things feel uncertain, you're safe. The safety I offer isn't tied to circumstances, it's tied to my presence. You're safe because I'm with you. You're safe because my love surrounds you. You're safe because no matter what happens, you're held in my care. Let that assurance fill your heart and steady your steps. You're not defined by the struggles you face. You're defined by the courage it takes to keep going, to keep trusting, and to keep believing in the goodness that lies ahead. Each time you choose to trust me instead of giving in to fear, you are taking a step closer to the life I have prepared for you. Think of the people you encounter each day. Your decision to live free from worry not only changes your life, but also has the power to inspire and uplift those around you. Your peace becomes a light, showing others that there is a different way to live, a way rooted in trust, hope, and love. Remember that my love for you is not earned or conditional. It is constant, unwavering, and endless. Whether you feel strong or weak, confident or uncertain, my love remains the same. Let it be your source of strength when you feel drained, your anchor when life feels unstable, and your comfort when your heart feels heavy. You are never alone in this journey. I am with you in every moment, celebrating your victories, comforting you in your struggles, and guiding you in your decisions. Even when you cannot see the way forward, I am there, clearing the path and preparing the way. You are growing into a person of deep faith, resilience, and peace. This growth is not always visible, but it is happening. Trust that each step you take, each worry you release, is shaping you into someone who reflects my love and light in the world. Let this truth carry you forward. You are loved beyond measure, held without fail, and guided with purpose. Whatever comes, you are safe in my care. The life I have for you is not one of fear, but of freedom. Walk forward in that freedom, knowing that I am with you always. So now, my beloved, take a deep breath and let your heart rest. Trust that I am holding you, that I am guiding you, and that I have gone before you to prepare the way. Release your fears, your doubts, and your need to control what is beyond your reach. Walk forward with courage, knowing that your life is precious, your journey is purposeful, and you are never alone. Let this be the moment you embrace peace, not fleeting peace, but the deep, abiding peace that comes from trusting me with all that you are and all that you face. You are safe, you are cherished, and you are endlessly loved. The future is bright, filled with my plans for your good. Step into it with trust, with hope, and with the knowledge that I am always with you. My child, do not worry. Your life is securely held in my hands. Go forward now and live with joy. Live in freedom. Live in peace. For you are mine, and I am yours forever. With all my love, your Father.